Hi, my name is Will Hackman, and today I'd like to share with you the story of a remarkable figure in African American history, Macon Bolling Allen, the first African American licensed to practice law in the United States. Born in 1816, Allen's early life remains somewhat of a mystery. Historians believe he was likely born in Indiana or Maine, but like many African Americans of his time, his birth was poorly documented. What we do know is that he was born a free man, a rare status that opened doors but didn't shield him from the harsh realities of racism in 19th century America. Allen taught himself how to read and write, demonstrating extraordinary discipline and determination. These skills were hard-won and became the foundation of his professional journey. He began as a school teacher, and it was during these years that his interest in law began to grow. In the early 1840s, he moved to Portland, Maine, to study under an abolitionist attorney named General Samuel Fredinson. After years of study, Allen sought to take the Maine bar exam, but there was a problem. He couldn't find enough character witnesses, a requirement for the bar admission. Because of racial prejudice and the fact that black people were not yet considered citizens under the law, this was a problem. But Allen didn't give up. He discovered a loophole. He could take the exam in writing. This bypassed the need for a character witness and removed biases from the equation. He passed, and in 1844, made history as the first African American licensed lawyer in the United States. Still, practicing law was not easy. Discrimination made it nearly impossible for him to build a client base in Maine, so he moved to Boston. There, he passed the Massachusetts bar and in 1845 became the first black lawyer to argue a case before a jury. Though his client lost that case, Allen's defense was effective enough that the jury reduced damages significantly. It was a symbolic victory that launched his legal career. He partnered with Robert Morris Jr., another pioneering black lawyer, and later became the first African American Justice of Peace in the United States. Allen eventually moved to South Carolina, where during the Reconstruction era he co-founded one of the first black-owned law firms. He was appointed a judge, ran for public office, and continued to serve the public with dignity and intelligence. Even after the Reconstruction era ended and Jim Crow laws returned, Allen didn't retreat. He simply relocated to Washington, D.C., where he continued working law until his death in 1894. Macon Bolling Allen shattered barriers and defied expectations in a time where the law was rarely just for men like him. His life is a testament to what perseverance, intellect, and integrity can accomplish, even in the face of deeply rooted injustice. I hope we can remember his legacy not only as a legal pioneer, but as a symbol of courage, resilience, and hope.